So here is how I stay consistent even on those difficult days when I don't feel like doing anything, when I don't have energy and willpower and motivation. And I'm going to show you this one thing that I use that's going to change the whole game for you. So if you keep falling off, you're currently not consistent with your routines, with your work, and you feel like you're lazy or that something's wrong with you, it's not, okay? And I'm gonna explain why. So number one thing that I need to say before I show you the solution is that you cannot rely on energy, motivation, or willpower to get things done. And that's what I did in the past. I always relied on those three things. But energy, motivation, and willpower, those are finite resources. It's not like you have unlimited energy or willpower or motivation that you can rely on. Because if you rely on those things, then you will never get anything done. And that's what was happening to me. When I was not working, when I didn't feel good, and those difficult days came around, when I was not able to give it 100%, I gave up. I didn't do the work. But then I really realized that what makes people successful is consistency, not intensity. Like at a certain stage, yes, you can be more intensive in terms of your work as well as consistent. But if you don't have the consistency, but you only have intensity, then you won't really get to your goals. You won't accomplish anything that you want. So that's why it is important to do something instead of nothing, even on those difficult days. And this is what I realized. And then I asked myself, like, how can I actually make it work? Because when those difficult days came around where I was not able to give it 100%, I didn't have the energy, the willpower, my brain was not working for 100%. I either, was traveling the day before and I came back now and I just didn't have the energy to continue working, or I was sick, or I was visiting my family or something like that. Something came up and I blamed it for my low energy and I said like, okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I realized that I cannot do that. So the way I went around it is I created minimum benchmarks for myself. And here is an example of how these minimum benchmarks could look like. So instead of reading 10 pages of a book that I set for myself every day, I read just one. That's my minimum benchmark. Maybe every day I have to do 100 cold DMs or 100 cold calls, but I'm just gonna do 10. That's my minimum benchmark every day. The same applies to content. Every day I have to write 3 pieces of content, but my minimum is 1. And also, if you set yourself to work out every single day for 1 hour, then you don't feel like it, you don't feel good, but you still want to be consistent, then just work out for 10 minutes. Like you can do this with anything, life related, business related, it doesn't matter. Those minimum benchmarks can be used every day. Every day, like do minimum of this amount. And then you have 2 options. Like you can either be satisfied and be happy that you did the minimum, and then you can just be okay with it. Or you can just keep the momentum going because it's much easier to continue once you have the momentum and you can continue working. And maybe you will find yourself that all of a sudden you have more ideas to create more content. So you create 2 or 3 pieces of content, and it's much easier not only to stay consistent, but also avoid procrastination. And the reason why this is happening, and the reason why I said it's not at the beginning, like it's not because you're lazy or something that you're not consistent, is because you just need to make things easier for your brain. You cannot overwhelm the brain, especially in those situations when you don't have the energy, the willpower, and the motivation. And you have to make it very easy to start the task and very easy to finish the task as well. So you can try implement minimum benchmarks 3 days, and I promise you're going to be more consistent with everything because you will have the momentum no matter what. No matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, you will do the minimum benchmarks every single day. And if you can do more, perfect. But you will end your day with satisfaction that you made progress, that you did something, that you kept your word and did the things that you knew you needed to do. So yeah, that's a little thought I wanted to share with you today. Let me know what you think about it. And yeah, if you want to learn more about how I can help you, then you can check the first link in the description. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next one.